Nobody's there anyways.
Well, not yet.
Jeremy B's there.
Jeremy B wants this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he?
Bad. Oh, bad. He said he'd get loud one. Tennessee. He goes, I'll hire a loud one. I'll even come get it. He said, I'll.
You need to find a truck by him in Tennessee.
You want to, now which way you want this table to face? That way?
Yeah, just square it up a little bit more. No, you're fine. Just square it
No,
up.
which way you're gonna sit? Over here?
I'm gonna sit on that side, so that's in the background. Yeah.
I gotta turn around.
Well, you're live. Everyone's watching you do this now.
I'm gonna go.
Jeremy B's in here. First one. Look at that. Hey, can you guys hear what we're saying? I can't tell if you guys can hear us or. Oh. Oh, all right. Well, hey, there we go. All right.
Nice old Dodge, Adam said.
Oh.
All right. So, Mary, that's our framing right there.
All right.
I mean, Jennick's mom, that's our framing right there.
It's all right.
All right. And then if we into the camera or
I
hers
can
dies,
stand
I
back
got
here
the
and
brick fully charged.
Yeah.
Ready to
Okay,
go.
cool. All right.
No, if
So
you're behind
that's
me,
how-
then
yeah.
you can't.
Who-
Trippy's
What's her
here.
name? Gonna be?
Jennick's mom?
No.
Her name, St. Donna.
No.
How many hers do we got?
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
Who's Pee Wee
she's
Herman?
going to be pissed when she hears you did
I'll
that.
say it.
You're calling me Pee Wee Herman?
Oh yeah, large barge.
Oh
Those are
my
large
gosh. That's
Come
my-
on in.
Come on in.
Gotta tell you a story. I'm a truck driver and woman. All right, so I guess this is it because we're just going on YouTube. We just got the camera. We got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. Welcome to the show, Gen X Talks the Garage Show. We're back at the Foxhole Studios in Minden, Nevada. I feel the need to yell, to project my voice with confidence because we don't have any microphones, no gear, no setup. This is old school. This is really old school. You guys remember when we used to do big shows and we did paper toss? I would do paper toss again. Just, you know what? St. Donna, do you have a piece of paper that I can just tear up into pieces?
Yep.
That would be great if you had something there because you guys don't remember paper toss. I'm going to re-educate you from, yeah, hello.
Dude says, yes, you bought the truck. Did Mama X drive it home?
We got a story and there's a video and pictures coming tomorrow for the members. I'm telling you. I'm going to do a little bit of memory of paper toss here. I'm going to do something for each of you. And this is, I got to be fair about
Oh
this.
my gosh. Aaron, be sure to tell him Large Marge.
Yes,
She
Aaron.
did that.
I got it.
I'm telling you, I didn't come up with that. Sun Valley Fox talked about his sister that way, so that's coming. Hey, Sun Valley Fox, jump around here with me real quick. Let's take that and get rid of those.
Is anybody in the sheets tonight?
No, nobody's doing sheets.
Okay.
It's just two
Wide
moderators.
Wide open.
And
Okay.
two moderators helping out on YouTube. Now, you don't know about this,
No.
Sun Valley
You
Fox.
know what I remember?
What's that?
Oh,
Yeah,
spit
don't
wads.
Don't put it in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
And what we used to do, we
You
used
never
to have
said that before, did you?
Wow.
Well, you got me on that one. No, I've never said don't put it in your mouth before, but we're trying to do a garage show.
Oh,
It's a family
hey,
show.
I'm in
here.
the garage. Never mind. Okay.
Wow.
Moments in the garage with the Sun Valley Fox. I remember 1973. I had this old couch in the garage.
I had the van.
Yep. All right.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
So this isn't exactly, that's yours, so you can smush that up any way you want. Now,
You tell them what you're
what we
doing.
used to do, this is kind of fun we used to come up with ways on big shows to have audience participation. So they're watching the show
Okay.
through that camera. And what Briggs and I would do was we would try to hit the lens of the camera.
Okay.
I'd throw one time and he'd throw one time. And the audience would say whose throw was closer. Because to them, it's coming right at the
Sure,
camera.
Sure.
So I don't know why I thought of that since it's an old
Yeah.
school thing. But now listen, I know what you're going to do. You've been going to carnivals so long. He's one of these guys that's going to lean way over and go, all right, let me see if I can whoop, whoop. No, don't do that. Come on, man. This is the line right here.
Oh,
You
now
see
you're
it?
telling me because this is what I was going to do.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
you see, this is like old
Hey,
carnival
Daniel
guy.
Velasquez says, hello, General and Mama X. Haven't caught a live in forever.
Well, this is a
Love ya.
garage show, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it real different,
And it's live.
and it's live. We're going
So far, I mean, I haven't
we
killed
haven't
over yet.
Yeah, we haven't shut it. It hadn't shut off on us yet. All right. So real quick, we're doing a little old school paper toss. I'm going to toss and try to hit the camera.
So why are you in the middle? You get
That's
extra.
where the
you
fucking
get
camera
extra
is. I'll
points.
move out of the way if you want me to move out of the way, you big baby. Anyway, so we're going to try to hit the lens. After he's thrown, I've thrown. You guys just have to put the name of the person in the comment section who got the closest. This is a dig from way back. All right, I'm going first. Like to have complete quiet.
Oh.
Quiet, I'm set.
Jeez. Wow. You're reaching too far.
Ah.
Jeez.
Oh, well, you do it. It's your shot. You go ahead and do it. Oh, Sandy Koufax here.
There's
Hearing
my
signals?
catcher. Yeah.
Getting signals.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Oh, the wind's starting to blow. Okay.
Hey!
Oh, see?
Scored.
Well, you hit the light, but you know.
Oh my God. I was off a half inch. Okay.
All right, so now you guys just come up and say who got the better throw on that.
Sun Valley Fox, DeWalt or Milwaukee?
Ooh.
Milwaukee.
Here, this for you.
Somebody
go
else.
that way. Okay, we'll blow them away.
No, Noel goes, ouch.
So who won? Who got the best throw? I'm not hearing any
Dude
results.
says Sun Valley Fox.
What, we only got one person watching? One person watching, and dude,
Sun Valley Fox wins.
that's two.
Very obvious, General.
Yeah.
Sun Valley Fox, the GOAT, nailed it. Danny H. Sun Valley Fox.
Well, I did roll the paper for him, so.
Shasta
yeah.
Williams, Sun Valley Fox for the win.
All right, never mind.
Excuse me. This is my show. It's Sun Valley Fox.
I'm done now.
Garage
I'm
show.
just done.
We're on.
I don't want to hear any more results. I got it. He won.
Papa or Paul Deals says, nice truck in the background.
Well, that's what the show is all about. So, yes.
No, we still got that truck.
No, he's talking about that one. He's not talking about that thing.
You can see it.
Sahara, 100% Sun Valley
Okay,
Fox.
I'm done with the results. I got it. He won. We can shut the fuck up about the results
Please
now.
keep the votes coming in.
Why? We're done. You won. Take your trophy and get the fuck off stage. Okay, he won. We got it.
It's my garage.
Yeah.
Keep coming in.
I don't know.
Kevin Thomas goes, never seen a guy more in need of a garage bar.
Oh.
I can make this into a bar in 30
Yeah,
seconds.
in about 30 seconds, it'll be lined up with hooch and shot glasses. Don't think he won't do it. Okay, so listen, we did, the truck you see behind us is Old Blue. And some of you heard the story about that on the podcast. We talked about it a little bit on a show one night, but we just, there's a great video and pictures coming for the members only sites. If you're a member inside YouTube or you're especially on Patreon, because the music that we put to the video, YouTube's not going to let us show it, but Patreon will. So if you're on Patreon, I can link some of the members to it, but you got it. A good moderator could put up the link to Patreon. It's $1, but it's so fun. The pictures and stuff. Anyway, we called this old boy in the paper. He wanted $2,000 for that. And I talked to him on the phone. His name is Chuck. Nicest guy. He got to be 91 years old or something. Just the most pleasant guy. Here's some stuff he says on the phone. He says, things that stuck in my memory. He says, well, he says, if you want to come over and look at the truck, I'm home now, and I've changed, and I put on my work clothes. So I'm ready for you come over, we can look at the truck. Didn't even dawn on me, but there was a whole generation of people that when they went out somewhere, they changed their clothes, and when they went home, they put on their work clothes. Not necessarily your Sunday best, but I'm sure he would dress up for church also. Anyway, that was one thing. And here's one thing I forgot to tell the Sun Valley Fox the other day. I said when I was talking to him, and I said, and this is a true story. I tell you, I forgot to tell you this part.
Victory drink. Got it.
Wow. You come in, get in frame. So we're talking.
Okay.
Anyway, one of the things I forgot to tell you about Chuck, and you got to meet Chuck today.
Sure.
Hell of a nice guy.
Yep.
And Chuck says, "Oh, I think I did tell you this part." So I'll tell the audience. He goes, "Now listen. I take at nighttime if you want to call me. I take my phone off the hook at 9 p.m. and I don't put it back on the receiver until 9 a.m. So if you want to reach me, you can't reach me between 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. He was serious. He just said, that's a polite way of saying, don't fucking call me at night.
Is that a hook one? He puts it on
I don't know. I
No,
was gonna look.
It's I don't know, but it's a real phone. Like you take the receiver and it
He has an answering machine.
because I got an answering machine. I'll pick up the calls in the morning. It's not that important.
I don't think he's got a cell phone.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Hey, did you guys notice we were out there today? We were over at Chuck's house for a couple hours, and his phone probably rang 5 times.
Yep. And they were all ladies.
How do you know?
He told me.
He never even went for the phone. That that phone rang, and I'm looking around thinking, well, there must be a phone out here. Chuck, do you want to grab that? He just keeps talking.
Yep.
He can hear the phone. It's loud.
Yep.
20 minutes later, the phone starts ringing.
Yep,
He
he
never
did.
even reaches for the phone.
Nope.
Never even tried.
Nope.
He had company,
Yep.
and anybody can leave a message. He had it didn't matter who it was. Could have been the
Correct.
governor calling. So
You put him on hold.
drink your victory drink.
Oh, yes, I am.
It's Friday
Wow.
somewhere.
It's,
It's
Friday,
Friday.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter because of the victory. Is that it? All right.
Oh, yes.
So listen,
absolutely.
what we're going to do is we're going to take the camera and we're going to walk out to the truck and I'm going to show you a few things about it. It's silly little stuff, but it's from an old vehicle that's going to make sense to Sun Valley Fox and I, but not so much to some of you guys. Yeah,
Do you know how to open the...
we do now. We're going to start with that. Let's go out and start with opening the hood.
I hope so. I got more screwdrivers.
So we pull this thing up and the Fox and I jump out and we're like, yeah, let's pop the hood, look under the hood. And we know this right here is part of it. Don't zoom in or out.
All right, I'm just trying to get a. Hold on.
You should always be zoomed out. You want to come in, bring the camera in.
All right.
Okay. So bring the camera in, show them this. This right here, everybody knows that this is how you open the hood. Now there's a secondary release under here. Everybody knows that too. Not a big deal, right? Now you can back out. I'm through showing them. All right, she'll get the camera work down. So the Fox and I are trying to move this thing today, and we're not trying everything. It's like push down on the hood, lift up on the hood, push left, push right. We can't do it. So the women folk get out here. Big old screwdriver and pliers, and they're poking around. They're fucking up my new paint job, I got to tell you, with that screwdriver.
Yeah, but you got touch-up paint. So.
I do. Chuck gave me the paint. Okay, we'll get to the paint in a minute. But he gave me 2 cans. He goes, here's the cans I painted it with. You're good to go. Anyway, I knew this was the lever, and then the secondary release is in here. But I couldn't budge that thing to save my life. Now, we know which
before
way.
you go any farther.
Yeah.
What did Chuck do to open it?
I didn't watch him do it. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
know. But
okay.
it took him like 8 seconds and the hood was up. Here I am fiddle fucking around for half an hour, scratching my head going, God damn it. So I don't remember which way we ended. I think it was this way.
Yeah.
But it's still a fucking pain in the goddamn. How did Chuck do this? I can't fucking. You got that screwdriver?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got it. Ah,
Yeah.
the Fox got it. You 71-year-old man making me look bad. All right.
Always.
So
Wow,
we did end up
this
getting.
could go to the windshield, couldn't it?
It's like a European hood. It opens up all the way. All right. So here's the deal on here. You guys, we had talked about what engine this is. This is a big block, even though it's got small valve covers on it. This is a big block. You can tell it's an old wide block. Now, Loud One had tried to tell me, with all the confidence he's got in all his racing years, it's a 383 or 386 Magnum, which it's not. So Loud One, keep your Australian Tasmanian ass back in your seat and shut the fuck up. So my guess, because I didn't remember what Chuck had told me, but my guess was, growing up with these motors, this reminded me of a 400 or a 440. And that was my guess. So I did remember today to talk to Chuck about this, and I said, hey, what is the CID on this? Anybody know what CID stands for? Any of the women out there? Yeah, it's okay. Sun Valley Fox, CID, what's that stand for?
Cubic inch displacement.
Remember to be loud for our viewers.
Cubic inch displacement!
You don't gotta run to the camera like you're screaming at out a window.
Sorry.
CID is cubic inch displacement. This turns out it's a 413, and I asked Chuck. I said, "Is that a wedge motor?" And he said, "Yes, it is." Now, does anybody know what a wedge motor is? You can probably set it down now and back up.
They
so
said
we
that
can-
was funny as hell.
Yeah, just back it up.
What was?
You saying
Get us both in frame here.
I can't.
Oh, I got to get in front of the headlight.
You're making it harder. Yeah, making
Sorry.
it tougher. Now you come in to where as far in as you can walk, keeping us both in frame. He's fine where he is. Just bring it into where we're both in frame.
You guys are.
And come in as far as you can.
I thought wedge motors had a cross plane manifold.
They probably could. I don't know how this one looks underneath. Maybe it does. In fact, doesn't it look like those runners go to the opposite sides? Like on the intake? Now, I know if you're talking about the big one, Chrysler years ago, I'll explain that in a minute, but a wedge motor has to do with the combustion chamber design. You guys have heard about Hemis. Everyone wants a Dodge Hemi. Got to get a Chrysler Hemi. And that's because when the head bolts on to where the pistons go up and down, the chamber that burns the gas is domed on top. That's it. It's a hemispherical engine. It's a hemispherical combustion chamber. Yes, sir.
That's pretty hemispherical. Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta go look that up.
That's $12 word. You got that one for free.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
the idea is that if you have the hemispherical combustion chamber,
Go
the
with
spark
that word.
plug can go on top and burn evenly all the way across. Yes, Genix Mom.
Warren says an engine that the combustion is gapped like a wedge.
That's true. A wedge motor looks like a triangle. And if you looked at it sideways, it's got a big side and it comes down to a point over here. Hemispherical one is round on top. Now imagine a triangle with a point, right? Goes down to a point right here. The spark plug fires on this side and burns away. That's a wedge motor design.
James Morgan wants to know, that thing got a Hemi?
How could it have a Hemi if I just said we don't have a Hemi, we have a wedge motor? God damn it, try to keep up.
I'm trying.
Jesus,
Okay.
H-tap dancing Christ.
Where's the whiteboard?
I didn't bring the whiteboard.
Oh, jeez.
I should have brought this.
Can we write on here?
Probably could. I don't think you got some paint. We got some blue
Got some
paint.
money.
So Drop'em says, does the Sun Valley Fox usually wear pants? Cause if not, he's got to be the smoothest legged guy wearing shorts I've ever seen.
I'm a little upset that you're checking out his legs. That just bothers me a little bit. There's a whole lot going on in this scene, not just the chicken legs of the Sun Valley Fox.
Noel goes, so you just wedge the engine in there?
Yeah, that's a wedge end. You just wedge it in there.
Oh, I
Thank,
love that.
thank God for viewers. Thank God. All right, so let's bring that camera back in here and let's show them some stuff. Gen X Mom, let's go over here and show them what Sun Valley Fox has got something kind of partially open. These are built into the fender, believe it or not. These are built into the fender.
And these are my socks I got back when 1968.
Yeah, and we got them back
check
now.
the oil.
Oh, Tommy Hanlon wants to know, what's the advantages and disadvantages of both, General?
Coins.
Oh, look at that, what he had in there. We found this just in a sock.
Yeah.
Those are flashers.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember her. Anyway.
Fuses, old fuses. That
And
looks like for a key that holds the ignition switch in the dash.
Yeah, and fuses.
They're good fuses
Yeah,
too.
they are.
They're not
Yeah.
even blown out.
Yeah.
What is that?
It goes to the bathroom arms to hang your towel.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm just
I
guessing.
wonder what that did go to though.
I don't know. Maybe to open the hood of the engine?
It's got a factory Chrysler logo buried inside there. It's cast in there, so it's wow. I do not know what that was.
You want me to put them back in the sock, or you want to?
I put him back in the sock.
All right. Maybe I think these are a little big for Chuck, but
I don't know.
could
He must
be
have been.
wrong.
He could have been a little bit more muscular man in his early days. You don't know.
That's true. That's true.
So the point of what we're showing you here, and you can open these up. This is a built-in toolbox built into the fender. Just wouldn't want to hit the battery cable.
Yeah, I know.
The fuses
won't, it's in there.
probably are still good because they were protected by the sock.
I would guess.
Yep,
But
yep.
this is built into the fender, and there's
no.
one over here
Oh,
too.
no. Okay, this is a little disturbing.
Okay, socks I was okay with. Underwear, not so much.
Well, you know what?
I-
In an emergency,
I guess.
you might need
You
one.
might need one.
Or hide them from your wife.
You never know.
I don't know.
And you know what? There's another one.
Great. Wow. This guy was fully prepared for any occasion.
Yeah, there could have been
So
a
on
flood
this
or
side over
something.
here, there's another one too. There's another built-in, right built into the fender, fits under the hood. Another, looks like a tackle box how this thing comes out, but weirdest thing ever. All right, I'll take over for here. Another thing you got is that Chuck had said that there was an old generator on this. These were generator styles. And he converted this over to an alternator. So he put an alternator in it, ran the external regulator right up there on the firewall. So that's a good thing.
Somebody said, does that come factory?
What, the underwear? Yeah, if I bet if we shake those out and wash them, they got Chrysler logos right on them.
Oh, that's a good question.
Somebody said,
no, they could be-
Mama always said have clean underwear.
Yeah, you got to
In case
have
you
it.
get in an accident. Those are Hanes.
They're not made by Chrysler?
No, no.
Underwear
Hanes.
is just a different kind
Classic.
of tool.
They're classic.
Wow. Well, of course.
Okay, whatever.
You done fucking with the underwear? A little bit. That's
Well, I
kind of an
haven't
odd
seen underwear
thing.
like that in a long time. So anyway, I do my research.
All right. So vacuum advance on the distributor. Some of you people aren't going to know what that is right there. Now I'm going to give Sun Valley Fox a question over here. This is on all the cars back in the day, a long time ago. We're going to wander around to this side and see if he knows what this is. Get a good angle on it.
That one?
That one right there. Does anybody know what this piece is? I'm going to get a better shot of it in here. Or what it does.
It's an isolator of some sort, isn't it? Because of the ceramic.
No, it's not really an isolator.
Okay. Then I don't know.
Anybody, I'm looking for answers in here. If anybody, point to that so they can see what that is. No, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the one. Not the piece on the bottom.
Resistor?
That's right. Ballast resistor. And
Send
that
that man a t-shirt.
that was
Anyway.
quit giving away my t-shirts, man.
Oh, you won't give them to me.
It's voltage
Said a
drop.
relay,
It's a voltage drop.
solenoid.
Oh, is it?
No, it's a ballast resistor. And when those go out, it drops voltage, and you can't run your coil without that. It runs your coil on those systems.
Oh, because
Adam
of
says, steal
Mm-hmm.
me box.
what's this here?
Anybody know what this is? Solid state on that.
Yep, right there.
What's that down there?
Yeah.
Nobody? Nobody.
Well, give him a second.
Okay. That's pretty important in the
Yeah,
vehicle.
showing that one more time. Point it out, Sun Valley Fox again.
Paper wasp.
That's
Got
right.
it. Send him a t-shirt.
Okay, well, that's 2 t-shirts. I'm fucking going broke here with this show. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait till you get the bill for being here.
Yeah, the rental on the studio. Here's one thing I want to ask you guys. You guys notice something you don't see down here? There's just one belt.
Yeah, I know.
There's
I saw
one
that.
belt on the alternator. So guess what this car doesn't have? Anybody? It doesn't have air conditioning. We know that. But guess what else it doesn't have?
Ignition module. No AC.
That's right, no AC.
Danny H.
No AC, no power steering. Now, Gen X mom, you drove this thing today because my fat ass can't fit behind the wheel of it. You drove this thing all the way from one end of town to the other.
Yes.
What else does this not have in the vehicle?
Power steering.
No power steering. You want to talk about a woman who got a workout with her arms and shoulders? She fucking nailed it today. Really tall clutch, we found out. She didn't stall it.
Nope.
She did a good job there. She chugged it around a few corners, but she figured it out. Well, what was the rule when you start out? You figured?
Start out in second.
Start out in second. Don't use that low gear. Back in the day, we used to call that a granny gear.
Correct.
And this is a big old rock crusher transmission, but did not have power steering. Power steering was Armstrong steering, we used to call it back in
And
the day.
roll down windows.
That's right. Crank
And
down
a wing.
windows.
Yeah, she started speed shifting coming up Johnson Lane. Yeah, she's chirping the back tires.
For God's sakes, I tell you.
Oh.
You couldn't stop her. That was your job sitting in the passenger seat, was to be the mentor.
Yeah, but I'm the passenger.
Not
Do
the-
you get that? I could die.
All right, so there's some things to look at in here. In this old, I do have a question. There's something I don't know. Now, this guy put in electric seats. You see that down there? I think this seat's probably out of an old Ford or something. Ford, it had electric seats, so he's got electric seat on this side. And the seat does work, but it just doesn't lower far enough to get my fat ass in there, but it does go up and down. Now, I will tell you a story.
Wait, Stan's World wants to know, is that granny gear for only old vehicles?
Service trucks, I'll turn this around.
Yeah, that's what this was.
Service trucks back in the day, and this goes all the way back to the 30s and 40s, and all the way through till about they even saw some of these in the late 80s. I don't know if am I in frame? Because okay, the low gear, the granny gear that you never use, it was on service vehicles because they were stump pullers. You had to be able to pull a log, you had to pull a car. You had to get into a gear where you could just climb up a hill. This thing is so low. And I'm going to say it as a joke, but I'm betting that you could put this thing in low gear, let the clutch out, and you could get out and walk alongside of it about how fast it's going to go. That's about how slow these things really are. But they're unstoppable, which means you can leave this thing in low gear and walk away from it and you could just walk alongside of it. But I doubt you could stop it. It would just get up in front of something and keep right on pushing. It would push right through to go right through a house. It'd drive right through your house, to your front door, right across your living room, right out the back door. And guess how fast? Same speed. Wouldn't slow down, wouldn't speed up, just knock down all your walls. That low gear. Now, the one drawback of this vehicle is it's not four-wheel drive. I would have preferred it to have been four-wheel drive, but you can't just add on four-wheel drive. It's a monumental undertaking, and I don't know that I could find I don't know if I could find a transfer case. I'd have to change the transfer case. Transmission might be able to bolt up if it's got a removable housing on the back, but if not, I'd have to get a transmission and transfer case, front drive shaft, and then I'd have to get a front wheel axle. Four-wheel drive axle. I mean, it's not feasible to do it. It wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Somebody said, hope you upload this live later. My hubby would love to watch this.
Yeah, it's going to stay up on YouTube, and then we're going to link it onto Facebook and those other ones, and anybody can come here and watch it. But YouTube is our home for now. It's been our home for 4.5 years, and that's why we're doing it for you guys here. But the low gear is something that you just never use. And the old guy Chuck was trying to tell Gen X Mom, he's like, no, you don't want to be in first gear. You don't need to use it. And she was trying to figure it out and pay attention. He turns to me. He's always questioning me on stuff. He says, why don't you think you need to have it in first gear? And I said, well, because you put it in first gear and let out the clutch and you go about 10 feet and you need to shift again.
That's right.
There's just like, you go about 12 feet and it's time to get out of first gear and go to second. So you just start in second. The Sun Valley Fox did teach Gen X Mom a very valuable lesson. These old Rock Crusher transmissions, and they got the shift arm on that is, God, it's 3 feet long, and there's so much leverage there. You can really put forth a lot of pressure on, because you're grabbing the long end of that seesaw. And what you do is you can just take your fingertips. You can feel the indent. If you're careful, you push up on it, you can feel the indent and just slip it right in. Yep. Just like sex. Take your time. Don't ram it home. Gen X Mom.
Dom and Shannon wants to know, is it 3 on the tree or 4 on the floor?
5 on the floor. 5 on the floor. Yep. So it was a little bit of a learning curve for her, but she did good.
Very good. Very good.
Drove it all the way up here. Yeah. Sun Valley Fox keeps calling his baby sister Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman. He's get in, let's go. All right, I want to show you guys something else. Before the sun goes down, I do have a question. Now, this always comes up on everybody's feed, like, oh, what's this switch for? You stupid kids, you don't know what this switch is for. What's this? And everybody knows that it's the high beam, low beam switch on the floor. We know, we got it. But do you see what's above it that's black on the floor? That's also a push button. And I got to be honest with you, I don't know what that's for. That one down here, let's see if I can point to it right here. This right here, I don't know what that is. This is high and low beam, but I don't know what this one is. I got it. I'm pointing right at it on camera. You're just getting in the fucking way. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna push it.
What are you doing? Don't mess up on conducting business, man. God damn it. No, it's not a choke, but
Washer pump?
I don't know what that is, but it is.
The starter?
No, it's not a starter. They did have starter buttons on cars, but that was way before this. It's 30 years.
Plunger of some sort?
It is a button that goes up and down, works on your foot. It is a plunger.
Vacuum switch for wipers?
I don't think these are vacuum wipers. It's odd. I didn't look at it too hard, but I got another story for you.
Machine gun.
Yeah, that's the turret that comes out.
Brake release not working?
Or you know what else it could be? It could be you know what? This thing it came with a drive shaft brake, remember?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yep.
I don't know how that would work that though, so I'm going to say no on that.
It's a kill switch?
So I want to talk about these up here. And he comes in, he says, now he's trying to explain this to Gen X Mom because she's in the driver's seat. And he's got these switches in here. And he was pointing to this one. He goes, now, this one right here is the fuel pump. You don't have to turn it on today to prime the carburetor because we already did it yesterday. And I said, so you don't have to run the fuel pump while you're driving? Oh, goodness, no, you don't have to do that. Just enough to prime it. Just if you've let it sit for a few days, then you can shut it off. And then he goes to the next switch. He goes, and this switch over here is, this switch right here is, I just had an extra hole in my dash, so I put a switch in there, but it doesn't do anything. I'm not kidding. That's how the guy talked. I'm not
You should, if you have.
I'm not making that up.
Show them a picture of them, then they'll get a better idea.
There's pictures coming on the
Yeah.
video for
Then they'll
tomorrow.
get an idea
But
what
I'm
it is.
telling you, this is the nicest guy, but he talked
Yeah.
real slow like this, and that's how he describes stuff. Gen X mom.
Drive shaft brake, question mark, do you mean PTO?
No.
No.
There was there were vehicles back in the day that had a drum brake on the drive line. The drive line went in, the drive line went out, and it had a spinning drum, and the shoes were on the outside. And it would grab, I can't show my other hand because I'm holding the camera, but it would grab the outside of the drum that was on the drive line. It was a drive line brake. It was a real thing. I've got it in here. In fact,
Do you? I'm looking for it.
I picked it up. Yeah,
Somebody,
I grabbed it.
somebody new here wants to know what kind of truck is this. Can you repeat
This is a
it?
1971 Dodge D300. It's a 1-ton with a 10,000-pound rear axle on it. I'm going to look for that. Why don't you close that door? We'll go back inside of this before the sun sets in a minute. Take that over to Gen X Mom and let her do it. I'm going to look for that piece.
Somebody said the high beams for that switch.
No, that was the one below. There's a little metal one that, so, yeah, there was a metal one.
There, it's looking at you and me. You gotta turn that around. There
Oh.
we go.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Come on, get with it.
I've never been a cameraman. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. Whoa.
I know I grabbed it.
So you can see all the little goodies that Mr. Chuck gave us.
Had an extra
There's an alternator.
Has an extra
I
distributor.
thought you left it there.
Why would I leave it there?
I don't know. You couldn't lift it? I don't know.
I know we grabbed
I
it.
think it's still on. I got it.
So you can look.
I got it.
Well,
No, I think it's still on the floor, to be honest with you. I don't think we got it. So we got extra wind wings. Nobody knows what wind wings are anymore.
no.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Here, show him on this right here. This is a guy's invention on this thing for his tailgate. He just got rebar. It's just rebar. He drilled a hole through it, and then it goes behind this bracket, and it can't come out. This is how he opened up his tailgate. There's an old-fashioned American way to do it. Easy peasy Japanese. I still never figured out who makes this vise because somebody was asking me. I posted a picture on it before, and usually if it's a really good, expensive American-made vise, usually they got something written right here.
Correct.
I don't see anything on it. Just got a 6 right here. I'd have to do a little homework to see what that is because I don't know. But anyway,
Since you're
tailgate-
here, you want to talk about that winch?
Well, yeah. So another thing we got is he called it a crane. Now, you can see this thing, it pivots around and it's got a hook on it, and it came with an old style, oh boy, it's not really a come along. Does anybody know what a hand gear reduction winch is? You hang it from it, and it actually has a tiny gear and a big gear for moving the cable up and down. And you can lift almost anything because it's a gear reduction. It's not just a come along, but that was part of it. So what I want to do
Chain pull?
is, chain pull. And I want to put a battery and a winch in here, and I want to wire the battery to the alternator, and I want to put a battery in the compartment. And the winch, I want it to actually go up the pole. I want the cable to go up the pole and over here and down, so we can use it as a real winch. You can put a roller inside there. You can put a roller at each point where the cable twists and turns. At each turning point, you can put a roller. I want a big cable in there, like for winching cars up on trailers. And I want to have a winch and a battery in here for that. So that was one of the things. Here's another one. He gave me 6 tires on wheels. Look at the tread on these things. He's never had them on the ground. I got 6 of these, and they're on. The only problem is, you guys notice what this is right here? Anybody tell me what kind of wheel this is? Because I'm never fucking with these things ever. I have broke down many a tire, had a tire store. Yes, I did.
Dry rot?
No.
Nope. What kind of rim is this that I never want to fuck with ever, 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 ever? Anybody know what an old school one?
Split ring.
Yep.
Split.
Tim Campbell.
That's split ring
Another
or
t-shirt
split
and-
rim. I guess that's 3
Oh, they're all
t-shirts.
saying it.
Yeah, split rim or split ring. And if you guys have seen videos of these, It'll tear your arm off.
What
It'll
is
kill
the
you.
death rim?
Yes. What is the death rim? That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got 6 of these. I don't think they've ever been on the
They
ground.
want to know, is dually?
Yeah. Dual wheels in the back. I got 6 brand new tires, and he got some brand new street tires that went with it too. I got to go back and get them.
Yeah, I have a question, though.
Yes.
I think Chuck told me that this was the first Earl Scheib paint job that came out. Because you could see how the two tones came and
Yeah.
blended together. You can see how, well, we kind of missed a little bit of
Yeah.
tipping it there. But hey, it was his first paint job, okay?
There's
Give
the
give
paint
guy
job.
credit.
And here's how they decided where the lines were going to go. They just kind of decided that was it. And this, I don't know if you can see this. This is actually a really good angle. This was painted with a brush. Can you guys see that? It looks good in pictures from far away. I'm not fucking around with you. He painted this with a brush. He said he did, and I'm like, bullshit. That's like Earl Scheib. What did Earl Scheib used to say? I'm Earl Scheib. I'll paint your car, your bumper, your hubcaps, and even you for $29.95. Come see me, Earl Scheib.
And that's what this one is.
That's about what it is. That's for sure.
That's a butte, they're saying.
It's a blue, not a butte.
That's a Butte, Clark.
I'll paint any car for $29.95.
Paint
And he
your,
did.
paint your car, your bumper, your hubcaps, and even you.
I didn't realize, but look at the bracketry, how it was painted and blended.
Oh, it's just such details, attention to
Absolutely.
detail here. You
Absolutely.
can see the blue, the white, and the black, and they're all different. This is quality craftsmanship.
Quality.
Look at this. Somebody took some time doing that, baby.
$2,000, General? What a deal.
Yeah, it was 2,000. I'm telling you, those tires for that size and what they are, $1,800, probably $2,000 if you had to buy wheels, cast iron wheels to go with it. And I got 6 of them. Could put them on right now. And there's more backup, and there's 2 extra sets of heads for it. There's an alternator, distributor. What else did he give us in there? We're talking about the AFB carburetor stuff, but I couldn't talk him out of that. Yeah, it was $2,000, and it's got current tags, current registration, current smog on it, and it drove down the road.
It runs.
The only problem
Can we
was,
start it?
yeah, we can. Hold on.
No.
But get it over here so you can see her too. So how did it drive down the road? How was your steering?
Tough. It's very loose. It was loose. Really
Yeah,
loose.
loose. Loose.
Okay, this is a garage show, okay?
You're the one talking about it. So
Whoa, blame it on the old
she's,
guy.
but what happens is, and you guys know this from a steering box, that steering box wears out in the center of the worm gear and the ring gear on there, and you can't, it was real loose. If you tighten it, if you get it back down, there's a set screw, a 9/16 set screw, and a screwdriver, and you can run it in a little bit, make it nice and tight. Now you're going down the road, and it feels great. But if you turn the steering gear over to the part that was not worn out, it is now over tight, and you can't sometimes undo it. You can't get the wheel to come back. So you got to be very careful. Everyone, when I was a kid growing up, everybody says, "Oh, just adjust your steering box," and you draw out a picture. You're right. If I had the whiteboard, I could show you. In fact, we need to write that down, because that is such a funny thing that you learn the hard way as a kid. We need to write down and draw that out on how that gear works.
Sure.
And as a kid, we all did it to all of our trucks. We get down there, we're like driving down the road going, "This is great. It's nice and smooth. It's not wandering, no play in the wheel. This is great." You go to turn into a grocery store, and you can't get the wheel to come back because you bound it up.
Yeah, you hit the car next to you.
Found that out the hard way. We all did. Me and all my friends did on that one. So you also got to remember, I think I didn't look under here. I'm guessing this is a straight axle, like a kingpin design. I'm guessing the kingpins are wore out. The gearbox is wore out. So in the video I'm going to show you, I sped up the film, and you can see Jennick's mom. She's in the dirt. She's across the yellow line. She's in the dirt. She's across the yellow line.
Yep, I thought I was going to die. Anyway.
No, you
You have to. It is a problem chasing it. I don't think now this truck could probably haul anything and tow anything, but because the steering not being power steering, and because of how much it wanders with those two things, I don't think I would trust it.
Sure.
But it's supposed to be just a farm truck anyway.
Right.
That's kind of where we're going with that. Sun Valley Fox, let's go to the back and show them what we're thinking about doing to this thing.
Okay.
The back of the truck.
Oh, you didn't say
Not the
that. You said,
backyard, the back of the truck.
Oh,
Why would you walk
gosh.
to the backyard? What the fuck are we going
you
back
just
there
said go
for?
to the back.
Well, I know, but I figured you knew we were just go to the back of the truck.
Wow.
No tire separation?
Wow, look
No.
at that beauty. Oh, sorry.
Not it.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So the idea here is one of the things we're thinking about doing, and
Calling the general Uncle Jesse. Thanks,
could I be
Daddy.
Cooter? I'd rather be Cooter.
You could, well, okay.
So the idea is that you know those we talked about this the other night, the big water totes. They're in kind of the stainless or aluminum framing, big
Cage.
square plastic.
Cage.
What's that?
Cage.
Cage, right? A big metal cage, the water tote. Want to put one in here and fill it with water. In here, I want to have a battery and a water pump where you can flip the switch, right? You don't need to come around. I'm just going to talk about out back here.
Yes, sir.
Want to put the tote in the back with water. We want to have a water pump in here, a little electric pump, so we can spray the water out. You can go out on the farm now. You can go out on the property and you can mix concrete because you got water. You could put out a fire, but you got to have the water. We're going to take across the back here, and we're going to mount my generator right on one side. And I got a welder, a small welder, not a big one, not a big industrial welder, but we can put the welder on that side at this height, right across here. So in the front will be the generator, the welder, and then the water tote will go here. We also talked about putting in the winch on that side, so this works. We talked about mounting a couple fire extinguishers on the outside. There's just so much you can do. And then there's all these toolboxes all the way around. If I didn't have enough room, you could put a toolbox across the back here if you really wanted to. There's just so many ideas for an old farm truck. We talked about the vise. We talked about having a winch on here for this little portable crane. This is all bolted right to the frame. This thing's been on this thing since the dawn of time. There's just a lot of things we can do. And the idea is that when we start working on the property out in Dayton next spring, we kind of have this thing ready to go. You know, we can haul things in the back, but it's got a lot too, especially when you got power. You can weld, you can lift, because we were pulling out posts and stumps and rocks and things that we couldn't lift on our own, but that would, you know, if the Sun Valley Fox's John Deere lawnmower can't do it, then
Okay, I think we're starting to go blank here. We're going to lose it.
yeah, it's funny how that works, you know, when you anyway. All right, bring it around front. Let's put it back in front of the deal here. What time are we at? So bring it around front, come back up here, and give it back to Jennick's mom, and she can point it this way.
He's got to walk and
There's a lot
talk.
of dead air.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
gotta walk
I
and-
didn't know. I thought you were going to just.
He's got to walk
that
and talk
dumb
at the
old
same
bastard in
time.
the back there. Where's he going? I was out on the street.
Yeah. Well, when I said go to the back, and he took off for the backyard.
Well, you weren't specific.
No, but we were talking about the truck the whole time.
Oh, were we?
You think front of the truck, back of the truck. When I said we're at the front of the truck, let's go to the back. I didn't think I needed to be that
I thought
specific.
you said Chuck's in the back. Oh, sorry. Oh, my fault.
Anyway, so the
Okay.
idea there is it was an adventure going over and talking to this old boy. I liked him a ton. We talked about how I got introduced on the phone. We talked during the podcast about how we went and found him at the car show. He was at a car show with his 62 Chrysler 300. I got some pictures of that too. We spent a good amount of time at his house today. He has a car that he's been building that I didn't know what it was.
I didn't even know they existed.
I didn't know the name of this car. The first time I've heard about this particular car was today.
Yep.
I'd never seen one. I'd never seen a picture of one. I'd never even heard it. But so he was having a good time. This little boy sat down in a chair and he was having a good time laughing at my expense because I didn't know what it was. I did guess the year correctly on my first guess.
Ding, ding, ding.
And he was happy about that.
And
But
then there were 100 wrong answers.
100 wrong answers after that. Everything I said was wrong.
No.
I'm going to get it wrong again. It was a 36 Cod?
Cord.
Yes. Cord Automotive.
Cord
Automotive.
With a coffin hood.
Coffin hood,
Yeah.
coffin front
And they
end.
do exist because St. Donald looked them up, and some of those are worth over like $180,000.
And this thing was clean.
Oh, absolutely.
It had been all redone
Absolutely.
interior. I didn't care for the color of the paint, but the paint was good.
It's like a pearl color.
Had a V8 in it, flathead V8, had a Strongbird carburetor,
Yep.
and it was front wheel drive.
1936.
36, original front wheel drive. And he told me that. I'm like, yeah, you're full of shit. And then in the front of it, exposed where you can see it behind the front bumper, there is this hydraulic electric shift transaxle with 2 shafts coming out of it to the front wheels. And I'm like, in 1936. Now I knew they had front wheel drive cars. It's been on the drawing board for a long time. There's been some prototypes. But apparently this company made cars for 2 years and they were attached to the Duesenberg company.
Correct.
Like when you have Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, you have Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth, you had, what was the name of this one again? Cord, Duesenberg, and something else. And then Tucker borrowed some of the designs on a couple things for the Tucker. He was saying that like they did the front wheel drive part, but I'd never seen anything like it. And this old boy had a shop with an automotive lift in it. He had he's like, my wife was telling Chuck, she goes, my husband feels like he's in a candy store right now because I'm looking at all the stuff this guy's got in his shop and I'm asking questions like, well, what's this and where'd you get that? And you want to sell this? You want to sell that? He didn't give up much, but he gave so many things for that truck. I mean, the tires and wheels are about what I paid for the truck. Yeah.
The other thing too is, well, what's amazing is, yes, he's going to be 90 years old, but he has the mind of a 50-year-old.
Unbelievable.
And you could ask him any questions and it was bang, bang, bang. And he could work on it. I mean, that was just the mentality that he had.
And it wasn't just that he had the mentality. He was reasoning me. He wanted to explain something to me about a transmission.
Right.
He goes, now before I explain to you, before I teach you about this transmission, do you understand how a slide shift transmission works? And I'm like, well, yeah. He even knew to question me. He's like, almost like he didn't want to waste his time. Because if you don't know how that works, I'm not getting into it.
Exactly.
He knew he could explain so much stuff in such detail. He can picture things in his mind and explain it, and I knew what he was talking about. It was unbelievable the amount of stuff I picked up from him.
Yep, his
being out
mind
there.
is just amazing.
Sharper than a tack.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we did the deal. I gave him his money, and we got the paperwork on it. And I literally think that old boy would have sat there all afternoon with a glass of lemonade and talked to us.
Oh, absolutely.
As long as we could have
Or
stayed.
giving you everything he had that he didn't want. That's what he said.
He got some stuff that he didn't want, but I got to go back and pick up the other tires. There's a few more things to get. I'm gonna look for that driveline brake too.
I think it's still on the floor.
Because it goes with this.
Yeah.
It was for this.
And that, to what you just said, I think maybe that's what that was for. And if you ask him, I'm sure he'll.
I did. When you were carrying that paint and stuff out, I asked him. He asked me, do you know what this is? And I go, looks like a driveline brake.
No, I'm sorry about in the firewall in the inside of the cab.
The button.
If that worked for that.
Okay, if you're gonna audible and change the play, you got to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, but no, why should I tell
Omaha,
you?
and then
Are
I
you on
know
the same team?
We're supposed to be. We're on the same side of the counter. What are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm going. Sorry, I audibleized, but I don't think you were at the meeting today. So anyway.
Do we get a tax break for working with the elderly
people?
Is there something? There's got to be some benefit.
I do. Wow.
Oh,
sorry.
It was like I said. There's so much there. I didn't take pictures of anything inside the shop without his permission. I did ask if I could take pictures of the old car that was in there, but that was it. But he just had shelves and shelves of things on there, and I told him a story. How when my grandfather, I think it was 14, and he had a stroke. My grandfather had a stroke and couldn't use his arm. And I remember being 14 and I told my grandfather, I said, well, let's work on this car. I will be your hands. You just tell me what to do. And I messed everything up and it took me a long time, but he taught me how to do stuff, giving me instructions. Now I told that story to Chuck and I said, look, if you ever want me to come out here, you just call me. You need an extra set of hands. You know how this old car, you know about this old car. Just tell me. I do not mind following instructions and I'll follow orders. So the first thing he did is we go back to the back and he gave me, now I keep saying it's a water pump, but he didn't call it that. He called it a water outlet.
Yeah, the one I had to climb up, like 60 stories to get that.
So this old boy just heard the story about my grandfather, and he goes, all right, just like your grandfather, get up there and get that. He just started giving me orders. He'd go, get up there and get it.
And did you get up there and get it?
No, I gave you orders. I said, come on.
Wait.
Technically, you were kind of my sidekick today. You know,
no, you just kicked me. That's all.
Batman and Robin. You were Robin today. I was Batman.
Batman.
No. And I was like, all right, Robin, shimmy up that ladder. I got to tell you, by the way, I agree.
Were you grabbing my butt?
I was not.
Okay.
I was not.
Scared me. I was hoping. Oh my God.
I got to tell you, that ladder where he had us put that, there wasn't a good place to rest that ladder for you to get up there.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
It was tough, but where you chose scared the hell out of me. You put that ladder right on a 2x4, and you told me, hold it. And I went,
I was telling you, hold the ladder.
yes, I did
Okay,
hold the
all
ladder,
right,
but but that ladder's doing this, and I'm like, okay, so as soon as you got it where you want to put my foot at the base, and I grabbed it, and I waited for you to go by, and I grabbed the whole thing, and I'm just going, okay, don't move, because you had to lean so far over, and it was
Right.
on that 2x4. I thought, oh, this
And
is.
I had to get that other water.
Yeah, the big one was in the way.
Yeah, I had to lift that off to get in there. So I could have died.
I just kept thinking, you're not getting hazard pay, so this squelched that.
I'm not
right
getting
now.
paid at all. What
There
are you
you
talking
go.
about? Okay.
But I
All
kept
right.
thinking, you know what? Your sister and your wife are going to be pissed if you fall because they're going to blame
No,
me.
they're not. They're going to laugh and go, ching, ching.
Where's the
Oh,
insurance
man, let's go
policy?
to Jamaica, baby.
Get up, brush it off.
Walk it off. Throw
Yeah.
rub some dirt on it. Let's go.
But did you die?
Did you die?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, see?
Well, we did get it down there, and
Yes.
the old man was right there, and he had so many stories about everything. We even started arguing about heads and valve covers, and I'm like, these are too small to be big block. He goes, well, it took him off a big block. It was all fun,
Yep.
a lot of banter with the guy, and he
Yep.
was just so smart about, and it wasn't just about the stuff that was in front of us. He's talking about other things and other cars and Duesenbergs, and I'm telling him he had a V12. He goes, no, they didn't. They had a straight 8. And I still think he's wrong on that, but I'll go look that up. But I've got to go back again. If you guys want to know the truth on the matter, I've only met him. I've met him 3 times now. And the next time I go out there to pick up the rest of the stuff will be the 4th. He does enjoy talking to us. Very friendly. I think all of us had a little bit of a kinship there. It was nice. It was nothing uncomfortable about any of it.
No, it wasn't.
He invited us into his home to do the paperwork and stuff. He could have easily done it out in the garage. He let us in. I am going to try to explain to him, because he's so sharp, I think he'll understand. I am going to try to interview him. I'll even do it at his house. If I could gently explain to him, hey, I'd like to hear your stories, and I'd like to record them just for my, I'd like to. He doesn't have any sons.
Right.
He had 3 daughters. One passed away. The other 2 live in Kansas. It doesn't sound. And his wife just passed away in November.
Right.
And I would like to try to find a way to encourage him to please tell me your stories. And he'll be like everybody. Well, you don't want to hear about my life. My life's like everybody else. Yes, I do. I really do. Like, with great enthusiasm. I would like to hear. What was his job again? What did he tell us?
Street light.
I think it was turn signal.
Traffic lights.
Traffic
Traffic
lights.
lights.
Yeah.
This guy designed, built, and repaired traffic lights
Yep.
after he got back from Korea in Riverside and Anaheim. No, not Korea.
Not Korea. Wrong
Different guy. Not guy. He didn't go to
said
Korea.
he did. Uncle Sam refused him.
He had him for a week. He
Yeah.
said, yeah, Uncle Sam had me for a week and turned me loose. So forget the Korea part. That was a different old timer at the car show. I got my old people confused. They all look the same. Anyway.
Why'd you point to me?
Because you're old. And
I get
so
confused.
he goes, in Riverside and Anaheim, through the 60s and 70s and 80s, he designed and built and maintained traffic signal lights all over. And I want to hear about that. I want to hear how that came to be. You saw something, or Jennick's mom did, on the side of his truck. He painted right over a sticker.
Yeah, it's said official use only on
So
the side
what?
of it.
So
Was
what
it
was?
Forest Service? It might be
I don't know.
Forest, yeah.
What was this truck for before this old boy got it?
I think there's a VIN number on the side
Yeah.
and the inside of the door. You might be able to look that up.
I don't know. Maybe if
Yeah.
there's a forestry number.
Yeah.
Anyway, just
Sorry.
there's so much stuff. I just don't. I wouldn't even know where to begin. For those of you, we'll wrap up the show with one last thing. We're sitting there just about getting ready to. I think we're just going to go get the tires, and he had something kind of covered in his main garage, not his shop. And I looked at it, and it looked like a piece of automotive diagnostic equipment. This tall, about this tall, about that wide, and it was on a roll-around stand. And I looked at it, and I leaned over, and I said, "Chuck, is that a sun scope?" He goes, "Yes." And that was, when you had that, first of all, that was a shit ton of money.
Yep.
Most shops could not afford a sun scope.
Right.
And especially in the 60s and 70s, no. You had to be a dealership, or you had to be a big outfit to get one of those. And he had that thing. And I said, "What are you going to do with it?" He goes, "Nothing." I said, "Do you want to sell it? Because I don't want to, I'm not buying it to resell it. I want to keep it. I don't have enough junk. I need more junk."
So do I.
And he said, "I'll give it to you for $100. I couldn't get the $100 bill out of my pocket fast enough.
That's right.
That's one of the things I got to go back and pick up. But I want to hear. He knows in such detail automotive. I would have thought he was a full blown mechanic. He
Right.
knows an incredible. He was telling me stories on how bearings were poured.
Right.
I'd never heard about a poured bearing before. I didn't know that existed. I got to look up to see how the rod comes apart to pour a bearing. I never heard of it. So this guy knows in depth a ton. He doesn't know just how to set dwell and timing. He actually knows what KV readings on an oscilloscope is because he's got one.
Right.
I want to find out where he got, why he would buy one, when he used it on, and why. There's so much. If he won't let me record him, I'm just going to listen and pick his brain as much as I can. But I just want to go. I'm going to bring a chair next time. I told him that too. I said, next time we come, bring in a chair. I just want to sit.
They said, tell him we all would love to hear his stories.
Yep.
Spot said
It's
that.
going to be lost someday.
It will be. And I
Yeah.
just, the worry is that some of the, I don't know how to say this correctly. Some of his mannerisms, because of his age and the era he was brought up in, some of his mannerisms would lead me to believe he might not want to share that with people because it's private. It's his life. He might have a beer and talk to you about it all night long. But when you say you're going to record it, sometimes that generation, well, I don't really want to
Share.
I don't know if I can talk him into that gently or not. I'm going to try one time, but I'm not going to press him. But after, like I said, and the reason I said how many times we've been introduced now, especially today's interaction went so well. And he was really impressed with Gen X mom that she was going to drive that thing. And he's like, are you sure she's going to? I said, you just got to give her a chance. Sun Valley Fox going to sit shotgun, going to tell her some stuff, but then she's just going to go, okay, let me drive it and figure it out.
Louder,
And I told him that.
Louder, they can't.
I told him that's what was going to happen. Can you move the camera in? Does it have to be so wide?
Then I lose you guys.
Ah. Well, we can snuggle.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Well,
No, we can't.
oh, okay. Well, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, thanks for that. You just tuck that one back away.
I did. I took it a long time ago. Anyway, go on. Is that the end of the show? Or what?
Yeah, that's got to be the end of the show. Anyway, I am going to approach him on it. It was a really good feeling being out there with him today for a couple hours, and I'm assuming he doesn't have a lot going on. I didn't see that he had a dog or anything to take care of. He's probably a little bit lonely.
Well, I think one of the interesting things is his neighbor, Armando, came over.
right over to see what check
and he
up on us.
introduced himself and all that stuff. So he's probably got some good neighbors.
He probably does have
Since
some
he's
good
in that
neighbors.
cul-de-sac,
Yeah.
I'm sure that.
So we'll see. The next time I go out there, I'm taking Briggs to lift the heavy stuff, put in there. I'm going to bring a chair. I'm going to try to talk to him. I'm not going to record anything next time, but if I can have a good conversation about recording this, I'm going to let him know that I did it for my parents. I did it for my grandparents. I'm going to say my grandparents are both passed, but I've got all their stories recorded. I can play them back for the grandkids. I'd like to hear yours.
Sure.
That's the way I'm going to approach it. We'll see how it goes. But Old Blue, it was a fiasco loading it up, getting stuff, talking to him, and then Gen X mom driving. I'm telling you, be a member. If a YouTube member or a Patreon member, or if you're on Facebook, the General's Lunchbox, because I couldn't quite finish the video before tonight. I probably got another half an hour to edit it, but it's a lot of fun and it shows you everything. It shows all the pieces we got. I'm not on this particular video for members only content. We put up members only content all the time. I just didn't show you the stuff in his garage. That's about it. Yeah, Sun Valley Fox.
You have a new camera person, too.
I do?
Yeah. That
Who?
videotaped the truck coming in our driveway.
Oh, yeah. There's one shot of Gen X mom driving in the driveway, and St. Donna did the filming on that. And, first time you have somebody film something, they always fuck it up. They never get it right. St. Donna had the wide angle, level, steady, all the way in. When she stopped and was getting out, she kind of walked in, got real close. So you can see Gen X mom getting in and out, pulled back out there so you can see both of them getting out. You couldn't have directed it any better. So when you see those cut scenes from the house side, that's all St. Donna on her very first attempt. Well done. Well done indeed.
Yes. All right.
That's it. I think we're done. Say goodnight, Fox. Tell them to get on.
Good night, Fox. I'm going in the back. Why am I going
You
in
don't
the
say
back?
goodnight, Fox. I said to you goodnight, comma, Fox.
I didn't see the comma.
So you got, I didn't say the comma. Do I got it?
Okay. Good night, Fox. Comma.
No.
Good night, comma, Fox.
Runs in the family, doesn't he? You can tell they're brother and sister. Hey,
I
thank you
didn't
guys.
realize it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Not sure where
Thank
you're
you.
listening in from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you're listening in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things in life. Number one, wherever you go, there you are. Number two, I'll catch you guys on the flip side because I'm out, baby.
Oh, shut it off.
I don't know how you shut it off. Whoa.
I don't know. Here.
Oh my Christ
There's
almighty.
no where.
I don't
There's
know.
no where?
How about the X up on
Oh,
top?
I wasn't sure.
Are you sure you want to stop? Press OK. It seems good to me.